Good morning, Columbia. Today is Friday, March 16th. A Midland school sees 4 arrests in 2 days. One of them, the sister of the most notorious murderer in South Carolina history. And sweetening the pot, Dominion Energy ups the ante in their effort to buy SCE&G's parent company, SCANA. Plus, a 7-year-old in the fight for his life gets a chance to live out his dream. Good Morning Columbia starts right now.
From ABC Columbia News, live from Main and Gervais, this is Good Morning Columbia.
Good morning, Columbia. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Alexis Frazier.
I'm Tyler Ryan. Time is 5 o'clock on a Friday.
Yes.
Promising warmer weather. We're getting ready for St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, it's going to be great. So that means tomorrow may be good for the big festival.
Tomorrow's going to be good for the grape. Have you been? Were you here? You were here last year, right?
Yes, I was here, but I did not go.
Oh, you need to
Have you?
check out.
You've been.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good time?
It is wide open. About 30,000 people.
Yeah.
All stuffed into 5 points. Bands and stuff. It is really
Green
cool.
beer.
Green beer. Any
good
kind
times.
of beer. Yeah.
Everything with a G. Money.
Yeah.
What else is good with G? Vegetables, broccoli.
Those
G? I'm thinking of green just because they're green.
Green vegetables.
Green vegetables.
I'll take that. There you go.
And what else? What do you like?
With a green.
Green grass.
I like green grass.
Blue skies.
Again, there's no G there. But
I know, but I'm just switching it. I'm just switching it up because we can't think of the greens. The only thing I have is
blue skies.
Yep, that's all we got.
We're going to have that today. How about that? We transition to that way.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
Blue skies, guys. Good gracious. That's it. It's going to be a clear day today. A really nice one. Alexis, as I've been promising all week long, it is here. A little breezy this morning. You can see the flags flying high atop the Capitol building. 52 in Winsboro, Camden, 52 in Sumter. Yes, I'm saying 52, not 32, which is what we've been saying for the last couple of days. A little light wind. We see that coming out of the west at 5 miles an hour here downtown. Take a peek at the temperature change the next time we talk about weather, because that's the wrong slide. I'm telling you it's about 20 degrees warmer this morning than it was yesterday morning. It's very nice out, guys. Really, you can feel it. So very clear skies, exactly the same setup as we've had. Very clear. We'll have some clouds later on this afternoon, but really just to give us something fun to look at. Temperature is very nice. 45 at 6, 53 at 9, and 71 as we get through the day. Let's go ahead and check traffic for us. Right now, we're getting the all clear from Highway Patrol. If anything else changes, we will let you know. Alexis.
All right. Thanks for that, Tyler. Okay. So. All right, developing overnight, Lexington School District 2 is in the real estate game. Last night, the district announced it has reached an agreement with Still Hope's Episcopal Retirement Community to sell 2 of the district's properties. Those properties include 10 acres along the 700 block of 9th Street in West Columbia and the old Performing Arts Center on the corner of 9th Street and B Boulevard Avenue. To the total price, more than $4 million. A district spokesperson says the sale will go towards the construction of a new performing arts center. Well, earlier this week, deputies arrested the sister of South Carolina's most notorious killer for having weapons at her school. Dylan Roof's sister, Morgan Roof, is accused of bringing multiple weapons to her school, AC Floral, and being in possession of marijuana. ABC Columbia's Angela Rogers went to the school and says this happened immediately after the walkout protesting gun violence yesterday.
There was a rumor about a threat at AC Flora. Just as a precaution, no credible threat, but just as a precaution, we had additional staff on campus today, as well as additional support from law enforcement.
Roof's Snapchat post says the walkout wasn't going to change anything, saying she hopes it's a trap and those participating get shot. Also adding a racial element to the post, which the school said was a hateful message and extremely inappropriate.
We have to take every single thing serious, whether you just meant it as a joke or whether you really truly meant it from your heart. We can't distinguish between which one. Everyone has to be taken just as serious as it's written.
Governor Henry McMaster issued a statement saying potential tragedy was avoided at AC Flora High School. He says we don't need any more legislative study committees, debates, or deliberation. We know what we need to do, and we need action now. And Wednesday was proof.
There are a lot of good ideas, but one thing that we know works is having a trained, certified police officer in that school anytime their children are every school, every district, not shared with other schools.
Which is something Karen York of Richland School District 1 agreed with. She tells us Richland 1 was one of the first and one of the few school districts that has a school resource officer for every school.
They make a difference every day, just by their presence alone.
It's not something that's a game. It's not joking. It's not humorous at all, period. So it's one of those things that, if you're doing this, you need to stop. You need to think about your actions.
While students did walk out yesterday, someone stole nearly $200 from student backpacks that were left behind. Investigators with the Richland County Sheriff's Department say Aisha Evans took $180 out of 3 backpacks left in a classroom at Richland Northeast. She was a custodian employee there, and deputies say school administrators and the school resource officer were able to determine Evans took the cash. She is charged with 3 counts of petty larceny. Well, several media organizations sued the Broward County Sheriff's Office to obtain surveillance video of last month's school shooting in Parkland, Florida. Edited footage was released Thursday, and it appears to show a resource officer's response to the incident. Rosa Flores reports.
This edited surveillance video, seen by the public for the first time, appears to show the Broward Sheriff's deputy assigned to protect the school standing outside as the mass shooting unfolded inside. Police records show that at 2:21, gunman Nicholas Cruz enters the building and begins shooting. 1 minute later, Officer Scott Peterson is seen near an administration building and turns around. At 2:23, while the shooter was killing students and teachers, Peterson appears to move on a golf cart and can be observed standing in between the 700 building and the 800 building, an area that's by the 1200 building where the shooting took place. Peterson has said he believed at one point the shots were being fired from outside, but dispatch audio from him indicates otherwise.
We also heard it over by inside the 1200 building.
Inside, Cruz continues his rampage, firing his weapon more than 6 minutes, stopping just before Peterson says this.
Do not approach the 12 or 1300 buildings. Stay at least 500 feet away at this point.
Seconds before, the shooter blends in with other students and flees the scene. The Broward Sheriff's Office adding this statement with the video's release. The video speaks for itself. His actions were enough to warrant an internal affairs investigation. After being suspended without pay, Peterson chose to resign and immediately retired rather than face possible termination. Prior to the disclosure, Broward Sheriff Scott Israel offered a more guttural response.
What I saw was a deputy arrive at the west side of Building 12, take up a position, and he never went in. Devastated, sick to my stomach. There are no words.
Stand by right there. Do not move.
Meanwhile, the release of more material from that day. Coral Springs police turning over dispatch calls of the moment the shooter was apprehended.
I have the suspect, Nicholas Cruz.
3, 2, 1.
Well, Columbia police say they have arrested a man for stealing rent checks from a 5 Points apartment complex. Investigators say Kevin Galloway was spotted on surveillance video stealing the checks from the station. Galloway is charged with burglary and property crimes. Well, the Lexington Town Council is taking action in a fight against opioid abuse. This week, council members voted to hire a law firm to pursue litigation against those responsible for the opioid epidemic. They say it caused deaths to individuals and tremendous costs to the Lexington County. Lexington hired the Simmons law firm they say has been successful in pursuing actions against drug companies for other types of prescription drug-related causes. Well, up in the ante, Dominion Energy says they're working on making their merger a better deal for ratepayers. But if legislators don't like the plan, they can leave it alone. ABC's Gabrielle Franklin joins us now with the latest from the State House.
And we've been very clear. We said if someone else comes in and offers something better, you should take it. We understand. We won't maybe be happy, but we understand. But right now, we're the only folks who've been willing to come up and stand up in front of everybody and say, here's exactly what we propose, and this is what we'll stand behind.
But lawmakers say at least 3 other companies are interested in making offers to SCANA, offers they hope to now explore.
I think we owe it to the citizens of South Carolina to find these other bidders, get them to the table that SCANA was not inviting them to, and hear what those other offers might be that would not only be beneficial to SCANA shareholders, but also be beneficial to 800,000 ratepayers that have paid billions into reactors that SCANA and Dominion want nothing to do with.
Originally, Dominion proposed a 5% rate reduction from current SCE&G rates. Now they hope to make an even bigger reduction.
The size of the rate decrease has actually gone up. We thought it was going to be 5% originally, and now, as we understand the tax laws better, it's more in line with about 7% reduction, which would come within 90 days of when we get the merger closed.
Lawmakers say they are open to hearing about the new cutback.
We'd love to talk with Dominion about that, and we're excited that they might be willing to make another offer that might be more reasonable to ratepayers across South Carolina.
Well, the parent company of Bilo will close nearly 100 of its locations, including several in the Palmetto State. Southeastern grocers say they are filing for bankruptcy to work on financial reconstructing. The company says they will try to have a quick fix and emerge within the next 90 days. Well, emergency crews responded to an apartment retirement community in Lancaster County after reports of several homes on fire. A resident says they received an automated call Thursday from the property management company saying that some of the houses were on fire. The Lancaster County Emergency Management Director says there were no injuries. He also said the high winds and low humidity did not help the firefighters battle the flames. A wildfire has burned hundreds of acres in the Francis Marion National Forest. The U.S. Forest Service says the fire north of Charleston has burned more than 800 acres as of this morning. No injuries have been reported and no buildings have been damaged. Investigators say both fires are suspicious. All right, well, it's chilly out here right now, Tyler. What can we expect on later this morning?
You know what, Alexis, actually, it's really not going to be too bad out. Are you excited about St. Patrick's Day?
A little bit.
Today is a good day to be excited, too. Celebrate Friday, if nothing else. It's actually a lot warmer today than it was yesterday. Still a little nip out there, but milder. See what we did there? 45 to start at 7 o'clock, 53 at 9, and 73 glorious degrees outside.